Hello and welcome back. Today we are continuing our Romance of the Three Kingdoms run, kind of in preparation for Romance of the Three Kingdoms VIII remake coming out sometime this year, and we are playing as Lu Su, the good old trader minister art of the deal boyo. We have several good, really strong comrades in Lu Jun, who is a great strategist. His stats are in the upper right, who's an excellent strategist from Wu. We have Lu Kang, his son, who is also kind of a very good strategist, not quite as good. Peng Tong, very intelligent strategist as well. We have most of the strategists. We have Jiang Wei, which was kind of the last great warrior of Shu, really high in leadership intelligence, and also he's kind of our war guy. And for our politics guy to round it out, we got Zheng Zhao. This episode, I think we're going to be on the hunt for both another comrade slot here. We have quite a bit of gold, but we're going to keep the trading going. We're going to do the add-on thing, which increases the trade strength at the main base. I think we're going to try and get this trade strength up to 1,000, and we are going to set dear Zheng Zhao on this quest, because he can do it a bit better than everyone else, because he has the high governance. So this is going to make all of our trading work quite a bit better, and once we get to 1,000, we'll be able to rake in the money better. And the Lu Jun is working on getting us a comrade slot, so we're going to look and see who maybe we could kit as a comrade that we kind of like. So we're going to sort, looking at every single officer in the game. We're going to sort by leadership, and then we're going to look and see who's free. We see all the very best leaders are actually our comrades, but after this we have the likes of Hao Zhao, Zhu Sheng. Sheng's alright, Manchong's alright, Fa Zheng is pretty good, but Zheng Ke, I think, is a little hard. Zhang Hui we already have available, and would be pretty good as well. Maybe we'll sort by war, and see if we got something better looking, that we can find for free, or that is part of a free. We got Wang Shuang, who we know, but he's not very good a leader. We have Jiang Wei, Ling Tong is available, oops, knock something over. Deng Zhang is kind of okay. This guy's in Jianye. We've met him already. Guan Ping is available, which is kind of an interesting one. I think that we would prefer the guys we have, or the guy that we have available, so maybe we don't even need to go and meet some other guy, although I think we are going to. And so maybe we go and we'll take one last look at governance, see who's free, but maybe Jiang Wan is pretty good. So we'll maybe go back north and try and make friends with him. And to be honest, he might have been better than Zheng Zhao. He is kind of a ministry guy. He's got a lot of farming, but in particular relative to Zheng Zhao, he has a lot of leadership and intelligence, whereas Zheng Zhao is just kind of all in on the governance. Not really sure here who we go for. Maybe we just find and try and make friends with some officers that are nearby that are strong. I think I like that. So we'll probably start in the city we're in, and we'll start with Zhou Yu, who recommended it, who's never going to leave his forest, but, well, actually he's never going to leave his forest though, is the thing. Zhang Kui is already friends with us. We're going to start with Jun Yu if we can. I think he rebuked us when we tried to talk with him before though. But we're going to try and make friends with him, and maybe we can convince him to join us as well. So we have journeyed to the northwest in search of the greatest warrior of Wu, considering we're kind of picking up a bunch of Wu officers anyways. We have gone and tracked down dear Gan Ning, who is the great warrior of Wu, officer of Wu, originally a member of the Bright Sails Pirates. Discontent when serving under Huang Zhu, was recruited to Sun Quan's forces by Su Fei, earned Sun Quan's trust for his service against Huang Zhu, and against Cao Cao at Chibi. And so we will be looking for him. Just kind of quick overview. He's got a little bit of speed. He's got a ton of siege, is the one he's very strong at. And he does have good aptitude with both the bow and everything else, but mainly the bow. And he would make a great addition to our team. We have gotten to the additional comrade slot, and we slotted in Zhang Hui, but we're going to look to cast him aside for Gan Ning if we have this opportunity. Gan Ning is serving the Dong Zhuo army, which is the army of evil, and so we are going to try and see if we can sway him to our cause instead. It's time to receive our friendship quest with Gan Ning. He wants us to lend us his ear. He's already got an earring. What does he need an ear for? He's searching for an abacus, and he would love to find one. So it's a little bit of a fetch quest for us to find an abacus for him. And so we will keep our eye out for an abacus, and by keep an eye out, we mean We're starting to get the hang of these fetch quests. They are, in fact, Wu Ling falls to Liu Bei, but they are, in fact, to just kind of search the couple nearest cities for any sort of fetching, and so we will be doing that and returning with his stuff. We have found ourselves an abacus. Gan Ning will be very pleased when we bring it back, and we will see if we can cajole Gan Ning to join our side. I think that it's unlikely that we can succeed in this, but if not, we will have made a friend, which is, of course, very nice for us. We get supplies bought, and we also get Lu Jun reporting a success. So now we're gonna at least take a look at what we're doing. We are back at the main base. We are sending our guys off to do stuff. So we're gonna send some guy to buy supplies or sell supplies because we actually really don't have that much supplies left. We're gonna look for a place with a good sell price. So we sell 0.8 down there. 0.76 is a little bit better, but the 0.8 is closer. We see 0.71 up there, which is quite a bit better. So we're going to sell at Heinei. We're going to sell all the supplies. We're going to have the guy, the man, the myth, the legend himself sell them. And then we are going to have one guy see if we can add on a little bit of work goal. And we are going to have dear Lu Jun do it. And so the add-on will make us better at the buying and selling type of stuff. And then we will returning to talk with Gan Ning here. So we'll come, we'll visit him, and we will see and become friends. We found him, his abacus. Rejoice, I finally found the abacus. Is it true? Is it real? My word, an abacus. It must have been such a bother to find. We had to look through 2 cities. Here, take this as a token of thanks. Actually, it was actually like a month of our time, so no thank you. Seeing the joy in your face is reward enough. Good guy Lu Su being good guy. But really, look at you. I've never seen you this excited before. Who doesn't love a good abacus? Now I'm embarrassed. I would be too. This makes me seem like I'm a greedy hoarder of abacuses. Not at all. They say all good people surround themselves with abacuses. After all, that's true. Not only good things, but good people like you too. Aww. Now I pray you never stop. I like having you as a friend. And then let's get closer. So we've created a bot. Now, a lot of characters don't like Dong Zhuo because he's a jerk. And so he currently serves Dong Zhuo, so maybe this makes him more likely to kind of go off with us into the moonlight. He also boosts our heroism trait, and we boost his virtue trait. So let's have a take a look and see if we can maybe say, hey man. Well, first of all, I'm pretty sure we can't comrade him in, right? Because he's in someone else's army, otherwise we would give him this slot here. And so what instead we will do is we will see if we can visit and cajole him. And if this doesn't work, maybe we can increase attitude here. Convincing Gan Yu to rebel will take at most 10 days. So we insulted his ruler. And he gets big mad at us. So maybe we'll see if we can improve our rapport with him and get to the next tier, which is above level 90. So we're going to do some discussions, some stuff. It's actually probably going to be mostly liquor because he doesn't like to talk with us. Yeah, he's awkward. He doesn't want to talk with us. The truth hurts. So we're going to need to make some money and then buy some booze to talk to him. Well, we just took a stab at talking with Gan Ning, and we see Mei Rui. I've heard so much of your exploits, Lu Su. He introduces us. This is, of course, the marriage timeline. And so you flatter me to think you had such an impressive child, adopted or not. Oh, this is his adopted child? Impressive? Not at all. She absorbs herself in martial arts training, so I have no idea when I'll be able to marry her off. So we have a hint that she's in the martial arts stuff, and so as a result, I think we're going to reject her as our wife because we want someone that's not kind of martial arts oriented. So we'll refuse, and then say, indeed, besides someone far better than I will appear before Lu Su for long. Yep. Ha 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 ha. You seem to be getting so well along, I let myself slip a little. Yeah, you slipped. You done slipping. Alright, alright, alright. We became best friends with Gan Ning. So now let's see if maybe we can, well, we can talk. Are you eating healthy? Good, nice. And now we have 100 reports, so maybe we can get him to rebel, but we insult him. Of course, our rapport doesn't decrease, but I don't think we're going to be getting Gan Ning, which is unfortunate. That's sad. But to be fair, our comrade slots are... We have pretty juicy up comrades. We can take a little bit of a look and see if there's another maybe guy that we could get that is specifically more oriented towards governance or war, I think is going to be what we really want. And the guys we need to look for are going to be the free guys. We're looking at our comrades, not all officers. Whoops. The guys we're going to need to look towards are going to be the guys who are have a status of being free. And so we see... We could go after Dong Yan. He's not too much to write home about. Yeah, it's becoming slimmer and slimmer pickings. Most of the guys who are particularly good have already joined a force. That guy's Liu Ba is okay, but we would really prefer someone who has like strong leadership and strong governance, and those guys just don't exist anymore. We could go for Zhu Sheng, but these guys are not better than the guy we currently have slotted in. We do like... So Zhu Sheng is kind of on the way back, so maybe let's go to Runan now, which is going to be over here. So we'll head this way. We'll take this route back to our main base and see if we can have a talk with Zhu Sheng. So for us to advance to the next rank of Merchant, which will give us kind of new abilities, instead of Trade, we do Trade Plus. And we can also venture, invest in troops and supplies, and intervention, aid a force. We will have to get 30,000 funds. So I think this is where we're going to turn our sight. We're going to probably still try and push up our potential comrade slots a little bit, but for the most part, we're going to make a little bit of a push for the money. And so the way we're going to be doing this is we are going to be doing trade, the art of the deal. And so we're going to be just buying specialties ourselves, and then we will be just turning around and selling the same specialties in exchange for more money, much more money than we paid for them, like 3 times the price. And then we will be sending a guy out to buy and sell supplies like we have with Zhang Zhao. And this is how we will be executing this. I hate how you have to click the button twice, but here we go. Our dear friend Peng Tong brings to us another marriage proposal, but this one, she's focused on books so much, which implies that she's going to help boost our intelligence, so I think we're going to take her as a wife, and we are going to become a married couple. Big nice. And let's see what her stats are. It remains to be seen, but here's a nice little wife. Here's a nice life, a nice wife. Wait, nice wife, nice life? Something like this? We will take a little bit of a screenshot here. This is a momentous occasion, one for which you, of course, need to take a screenshot. Hey yo, let's go. She studies books too much, which is why she has a sword in her hands. Now we can actually check her out, you know what I'm saying, and see what, perhaps, her abilities are. So we'll sort by status, because we know she'll be a free officer. Let's see, she is not very aptitude heavy, not very good on this, but she does have 100 intelligence. Whoa, 83 leadership's pretty good. And 77 governance. And she pulls our comrade slots towards intelligence-based stuff, so now we're at a 10-2-2 for a total of plus 14. And she is going to be, wow, 100 intelligence, man. Alright, well, she's in it, I guess. I guess we could have held out for a governance guy, girl, which would have been the best, actually. But it is what it is. You know, we're married now. We've made our bed. Now we have to both lay in it together. Alright, so we challenged Peng Tong to a debate in order to become friends with him. We're not actually friends with him, and we kind of want to unlock his friends of a friend, you know what I mean? And so we need to become friends with him ourselves. And this is what he's good at, so we'll probably lose this. I think he has better stats, and maybe we need to think through it really hard. Wait, okay, we gotta visit him. Yeah, this is gonna be painful. Are we ready? No, not really. No estás listo. No estoy listo. We're gonna get clapped. So he is order 9, which is not very common, and 5 more intelligence than us. So, it's tempting to lead with an ignore and just kind of see what he plays up. But if we think about this, okay, he's got a morale here and morale here for next turn, so, and he's got a lore here. So this So the thing is, I just feel like no matter what we do, we always get clapped in this situation. I feel like if we do this... If we do this, and he does the one that claps us, if he does a provoke, then we will be... Our retort will be locked. Oh, I really want a retort plus here. So, okay, but from his perspective, he should provoke, right? I just feel like every time we try and next level the AI claps us. So maybe we're supposed to ignore. We're going to lead with this retort, which minimizes the damage that we could receive from lore. Okay. He claps us. And now we're in a position where we're on our back foot, and we're going to need to use an ignore, because we don't have a always wins. And he ignores, so the playing field's the same, so he's got a strong retort here. So in theory, we would want to play the thing that crushes that. Lore is next turn, so I don't think we want to play either of our lores, so it's really tempting to play this Fate. I feel like they never play their strong one when they only have one strong one. Oh, we got him, boys. And now he's only has assert and retort left, so we have a strong retort, so we're gonna go for it. He's gonna almost certainly do his strong retort though, right? Alright, he ignores us. We're in the lead though, and we can just ignore for the final round. And we win? Okay. Oh, Kurt. Big nice. Perhaps I said too much. Humbly asking pardon. Big nice guy Lu Su being nice. Being the bigger man. Jiang Wei, impressed. And now we are friends. Right? Oh, I have to report back to him to become his friend. Alright. Putting knowledge into practice is another thing. Let us improve our talents and friendship with every passing day. Certainly that's for the best. This is actually going to boost our ability to debate and his virtue a little bit. Or it's going to boost our strategy. Wow, strategy is a skill, and we boost virtue. Alright, big nice on that. Okay, so we used the special merchant shopping auction with Lu Jun, and this is what we got. We got some alcohol. We got Book of Rights. Oh, that's pretty nice. Intelligence +5. And we spent 2k on that. Lu Kang's arrived. Huyan Zhao. I think is a... Nope. Okay, we lack the knowledge. Damn. Truth hurts. That is the end of Kong Rong. And maybe an opportunity for us. So we're gonna actually pause. Because the reason this is maybe an opportunity for us is that, if I'm not mistaken, Kong Rong had a very strong warrior by the name of Chai Chi Chi, who is now a free officer. He was in Kong Rong's force. Nope, I don't see him. Ding Feng's around. If we sort by war, will Tai Chi Chi be on here? He's in Beihai as a prisoner. But very nice officer. If we read the bio, Officer Wu, at his mother's request, rescued Kong Rong, the prefect of Beihai, who just needed some rescuing there. Later served under Liu Yao, but submitted to Sun Ce when Sun Ce's force defeated Liu Yao. Died in battle during Sun Ce's attack on Hefei. So he would be pretty nice. So maybe we go up there. I don't think we can spring him from jail or anything like that. I don't think there's a mechanic for that. But maybe he just escapes? So I think we're going to transfer the main base to a place that we maybe look to take control of sometime later, and I think we're going to go for Hong Nong, because I think this is a weak link. This is the last city of Zhangziu, and maybe we can take control of this. It's only got 1,000 troops, and I think we got some more guys than that, and so what we'll do is we will head on over, and maybe we can raise our flag there. with only 1,000 troops defending. So let's take a look. A little bit of a pivot here, because I was thinking we were going to just do trading forever. But now maybe we make this little bit of a pivot and we look to establish ourselves in the northwest here by heading on over here. And if not, then this is a fine place to be set up as well. I do think it's getting attacked, or it was getting attacked by... Are there troops in here? Alright, looks like there's... Yeah, so they're sending out to attack here, something like this. But in any case, we'll try and see if we can set ourselves up there. With this final deal of ours, where we're selling something for around 6k gold, we should get qualified for being a merchant. Big nice. Qualifications are fulfilled, so now we can go from a trader to upgrade to merchant, giving us access to venture, invest in a force and increase troops and supplies, and intervention, aid a force. And so we're going to look to start expanding our army a little bit, and I think that what we will do is we might, well, so we could do the full path up into this stuff, and maybe that's a little bit interesting. But I think that, if I'm not mistaken, we have our own unique path that is not trading, even though we're pretty good at trading, at least initially. I have to imagine that Lu Su has a special civil servant thing in Prime Minister, Kingmaker, Consul, Firebrand, or one of these. No? So a lot of these guys have unique paths. We keep clicking the wrong stuff. And so... Maybe not in Civil Servant, maybe he's an advisor, he has his own unique one. Does he not have his unique one? Military official or commander? I don't think he would have a military official or commander one. Bro. I don't see a unique one. Unless he has a unique one in Patriot, but it doesn't look like he does. So, we will advance for now into the next level of Merchant. Maybe we do Grand Merchant. Maybe we look to seize this city. So that's going to be good for us. We're going to, at the very least, we're going to accumulate a lot of gold before seizing the city. But I did want to note that also, this city has a lot of really good officers in it. I didn't think there was going to be quite so many. I mean, other than our officers, who are, of course, in there. Oop. City. Let's see. Let's take a look at officers. Other than, of course, ours, they have a few... they have the very smart guy who normally kind of comes with... Normally, this is Zhang Ji's only good officer, very strong advisor guy. Who is pretty good at negotiating, but also good at strategy and defense, and he has got decent aptitudes. B's across the board, 88 leadership, 97 intelligence, very solid. But what they've also got is Deng Ai, who is extremely good in leadership, good in kind of a really well-rounded guy, who's actually worked with Zhang Kui, who we already have in our force. And they have, well, I guess they have a few good officers. This guy's okay, really good with horses. This guy, I think, is probably pretty good at dueling. Yep, he is. He has decent strength. But that's kind of it, I guess. So I guess it's, the nice surprise was Deng Ai being here, where there's a good chance if we take the city, we will also get the officers that are in here. We'll probably try and make friends with both him and Jiangsu before we even try for anything. Both these guys, and look to incorporate them into our force. So apparently you can get married multiple times in this game. I don't remember this, but we're not going to marry her because she is a wise daughter. What does she do? I think it said she obsessed with books. We're going to refuse. We were looking for governance wives instead of this because they are going to change our comrade setup towards different bonuses, and so we specifically want more government bonuses because there's a lot of really good officers with high intelligence, like Lu Jun himself. Who we kind of want to have a setup where it's +5, +5, +5 on leadership, intelligence, and politics, and so for that we need more governance and leadership guys. Looks like, actually, the city might be ripe for the taking, with Zhang Ji heading out like this. Risky business, my brother. So I thought we would take a little bit of a look at the map and see who's doing really well. Liu Bei has expanded quite a bit. I think last time we took a look, he was on 2 cities. Now he's on what looks like 7. Sun Quan is kind of rounding up the south area. He's got 4 cities. So, or Sunjian, 5 actually, 1 more down here. Looks like Meng Kuo and Liu Yan have a bit of a status quo, where it's going to be 4 versus 3 here. Sima Yi is starting to push up into the northwest, which is kind of the region I think we want to claim for ourselves. And so we might have a little bit of a showdown with them. Looks like Cao Cao is expanding as well as Lu Bu. They're going to come to a bit of a head, I suppose. But looks like it will be kind of the end here for Yuan Shu pretty soon here. And it's just kind of a race to see which 2 of these guys get bigger faster. I think that we will use our unique kind of thing here. I think there's a chance we could swap from being merchant to being lone wolf, where lone wolf is oh wow, I wish we had found this in the UI. Lone wolf able to gather troops and join battles. I think we could swap to lone wolf and then just lay claim here through the intervention, or the actually maybe we could just lay claim right immediately. No, it doesn't look like it. I do think there's a way for us to just attack the city, and with only 2,200 people defending it, I think that would be very, very easy. But I think we want to push at least the next level of merchant, rather than doing that. And so if we're going to do that, this requires us get a bunch of money and do a venture mission. And so I think what we're going to do is we're going to do some of that stuff. But for now, we're going to come in and we're going to use our new thing. Oh, yeah, okay, we're going to use venture, and we're going to invest money in Zhang Ji's army, which will give us a decent amount of profit, and will help them out, apparently. And 360 days, 1 year later, we will get a bit of a return and post-command influence. Oh, maybe we buy our way into their army. I kind of like that. I think that's neat. Okay, we're going to invest 10,000 gold into the army, and we will, of course, do it in the sake of profit. We are a capitalist. Capitalists all around. You thought the capitalism was just Victoria 3? Nuh-uh. And we gain influence towards Zhang Ji's army. I wonder if we can do a venture in He Jin's army as well. So let's take a little bit of a move and see if we can. I'm not sure if we can, but oh look, they instantly got 5,000 more soldiers. And so then maybe we don't need to build as much of a private army ourselves. We can venture here. I think we're going to venture 5,000. The profit rate's not as good, and I think that this guy there's a good chance this guy dies. Well, actually, we'll intervene on his behalf if he gets attacked. So we'll invest in him as well, and so we will gain some influence there. So it looks like both of our investments were absolutely terrible, because Cao Cao is marching on He Jin, so we're not going to get that money back, because I have a hard time imagining he's not successful here. And Sima Yi is marching on Zhang Ji, and so it's hard to imagine that they're not successful here. So we just lit a bunch of money on fire. Also, there's not a way for us to directly interfere in either of these. And so, yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate for us. We made some money moves, and some of those moves failed. But I think we're going to conclude the episode here. This episode, we did become a merchant, and we kind of got to the next level of money moves making, where we could kind of do some more stuff. But the nature of what's going on the map is starting to kind of unfold at a pace that's much faster than Romance 14, which is kind of where a lot of my experience is on. Romance 14, the map gets really gummed up, and one side becomes very much stronger than the others. Here we're seeing very rapid expansion now from some of the armies, and so unfortunately these guys are going to be no more. We are going to hope that we can maybe nab 1 or 2 of these guys, and so I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and increase comrade slots moving forward into the next episode, so that maybe we can get Deng Ai in particular, and that is we need to find a way to make friendship with him, but he's the officer here that has particularly high leadership, and so we would prefer to get him into our army if possible, if he becomes a free officer. If we can, we might not be possible. He did coordinate with Zhang Kui, who we already have kind of in our team, so with this guy, participated in the battle against Shu, and his talents were recognized by Sima Yi, allied with Zhang Kui to defeat Shu, only to fall into conflict with Zhang Kui and be captured, was sent to Liu Yang as a prisoner and assassinated on the way. So he's very strong, though, so we'll hope that we get him. But that'll be for next episode to see what unfolds here. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do the YouTube algorithm thing, and other than that, have a good one.